Okay, hello, good morning, and it's nice really having you on board. Today, of course, we'll be doing, as you saw in the broadcast, binomial theorem from scratch to finish. And then, please, before we go on, I would love to hear from you what department you are, and then, yes, your department. I'll love you to put your department on the live chat. So I'm expecting that. Sorry, please can I have a phone? We go. Please can I have a phone? Sorry. I'll just mute it. Okay. So we have the live chat. You could just head over to live chat and okay. So yes, I would love to know what department you are. So you can just on the comment section you can just leave. Okay. So okay, I think okay. Jeremiah Ibrahim. Okay, I can see you're from SVG department. We have other persons watching currently. So please can you just tell me your department? Yes, your department, what department you are in. It's very, very important. Please, let's do this before we get started. So just go on the comment section, on the live chat, you see live chat, and then just type in your department. And then just type in your department. And also, you can share this to your friends. You can share this to on your status on your departmental group that we are actually live. It's going to be an awesome experience. It's really going to be an awesome experience. Yeah, we are live. So I think I'm doing mine. I guess you should do yours. We are live. Okay, so without wasting much time, okay, I can see Clinton from civil engineering, right? So without wasting much time, let's go over what we have for today. So now expansion, binomial expansion. I'm sure most of us would think that this is kind of a difficult, subject matter, but sincerely it's going to be easy. I usually say this, that once you have the right teacher to teach you, every subject, every course becomes easy for you. And that's what we are doing at this point in time. Yeah, that's what we're doing. So I would love us to share again, because I would not want to come back to the beginning. So as much as possible, okay. Mr. Caleb, I can see you. Caleb from APT, that's awesome, that's nice. Please, let's do all to share. I don't want to begin and then people join in and then they're not able to catch up from the basics and the foundation where we have started. So let's do well to share to our departmental groups on our status. And I give us 2 minutes for that. 11:40 we begin. Yep. Okay. Okay, we're almost done. We're almost done with that. And it's almost time we begin. Okay. I believe we can start now. So yes, one thing I would love you to take note of is, as much as possible, we are here for you. And if any and in any point, if you have questions, just do all to drop in the comment section. I will be following the comment section, the live chat, so that I'll be able to respond to you as soon as possible. So now, if you are following, just drop "I'm following" on the comment section, and then if you have up to 6 persons drop "I'm following," we begin. I'm so excited, sincerely, I'm so excited because we have a bulk of things to do at this point in time. Yes, we have a bulk of things to do under binomial, and I'm really excited because, of course, I am teaching. I'm teaching for passion, and then you get to learn and ace your CBT test and exams. So, can we have 6 persons on the chat box? So once that's okay, powerful. That's. I'm really impressed. So let's move on. So now I'm following. Thank you, Clinton. Thank you, Clinton. Thank you, Raphael. So now binomial, right? It's something very practical. It's something that has real life applications. Yes, very, very important. And then it makes our work easier. Now, what do I mean by that? The concept of binomial came when we have to deal with large binomial expansion. It came when we had to deal with large exponents. So I'm sure we've seen this from secondary school, where we had x plus 1 squared. We've seen this from secondary school, where we had x plus 1 in one bracket, x plus 1. As simple as that. And then you say x in bracket, you pick this x, pick this other one, x plus 1, you pick plus 1, and then you pick this one, x plus 1, and then you have x times x to be what? X squared, right? And then you have x times plus 1, you have plus x, you have plus 1 times x, you have plus x, you have 1 times 1 gives us 1. So we have x squared plus x plus x gives us what? 2x, and then we have plus 1. So when we are told to expand this is the step we take to arrive at this point. And binomial expansion just helps us to be able to solve this in a fast and concise way, such that we can have something like this: 2x plus 3 raised to the power of 7, and then we can easily find, we can easily expand it, and also we can easily find a particular term. So this has made things much easier in expansion. So in the long run, currently maybe it might be in 100 level, in the long run you'll be needing so much application of this particular subject matter, and then binomial expansion will help you get there. Okay, so can we, sorry, remove that. Okay, binomial expansion will help you get there. So please, oh my, I can see you, Daniel. Okay, please, if you can hear me, say I'm hearing you on the comment section, so that I'll know that people are following. You can put "I'm following" on the comment section. Okay, I can follow your, sorry. You can say "I'm following" on the comment section. Yeah. Okay, camera is blur. Okay, I guess we are working on that as soon as possible. We'll make it so much effective. But then what you can do, Caleb, is that you go to settings and then increase the quality of the stream quality of your video currently. So you just go, you click on setting. It's at the top portion of the screen, right? You see a setting icon. And then once you click on it, you see the quality probably is at 144 or 360 pixels. You could just do well to increase it, and then you find out that it's much more clearer. So now let's move on. So I believe you understand. Please, I would love, okay, I'm following. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, so I guess we can continue. But before we continue, I guess we're taking it step by step to dive deeper into the topic we have for today. But let's do well to share these videos to our friends. Let's share on our departmental group. It's going to be an amazing time. Yes, because every one of you on this live chat, sincerely, every one of you on this live chat, at the end of the day, you have deep roots in binomials. I'm very serious. So now, this is what binomials has helped us to do. So we can get this expansion. Just imagine you're told to do 2x plus 3 all raised to the power of 7. That is huge. That means you're going to do 2x plus 3, 1, 2, a whole lot of your time. So binomial expansion has really helped us. And one thing we can pick from this before we dive deeper, because I'll be showing us various ways we can actually solve these questions, is this becomes our first term, this becomes the second term, and this becomes the third term, right? So this becomes our first term, this is our second term, and this is the third term. So now, let me just drop this for you. And to show you the practical application of what I've been saying, how binomial has come to help us get answers as quickly as possible, to get any term or to get the whole expansion, is this. Now, there's this formula. I think we're getting deeper. Just type in the chat box to know you are following. Just type we are getting deeper in the chat box, so that I'll know that you can hear me and then you are following what I'm saying. Okay, so someone is saying we should zoom in the camera, right? Someone is saying we should zoom in the camera. So and I really want to appreciate my media my media guys. If they were not around, of course, this would be so much work for us. So can we? Okay, don't worry. When it's time for us to celebrate them, we will do so. So now, but in case it's still looking blurred to you, like I said, you adjust the settings on your phone, right? Adjust the settings on the YouTube app on the top corner, right? On the top corner, you see a setting icon, click on it, and then you'll be able to adjust the quality of your streaming. So, okay, it's clearer now. Thank you, Caleb. So, okay, so now let me prove what I've been saying all this while, how binomial has come to help us, to make us get the terms of an expansion as quickly as possible. Now, there's this formula. It's the general binomial formula, yes. It's n combination r, a raised to the power of n minus r, b raised to the power of r. So now, we are going to talk about this for a while, and then I'll show us how we can apply this. This formula is very, very important. Very, very important. Okay, thank you, Daniel. We are getting deeper. This formula is very, very important. Very, very. And it will help us. So now, we have seen N, we have seen C. What does C means? What does R mean? What does A mean? And this is looking absurd. So now, let me tell you what it means. So now, in a given question, it will look like this. When you are told to expand, you have the first term, right? Like the first either variable or number that comes serves as your A. You have the second one that comes, it serves as your B, and then you have your exponents, which serves as your what? N. So whatever is on top is your exponent, they call it power. So that serves as your N. So now it means N is what? Exponent R serves as the index number. R is the index number. And what does this mean? When we are looking for a term, this formula is used to find a term. Like, let's say we have the first term here. We can find the second term, we can find the third term using this formula, right? We can find these terms using this formula. So suppose we want to find the second term. Now, we have to find the second term. Our index number will be 2 minus 1. That gives us what? 1. So if they say find this an important, please, I want us, are we following? Please, if you are following, just tell me you're following, so that the goal of this is so that we all can understand. So I don't want to be in a rush whereby you do not understand. So please, if you are following, just say I'm following on the comment section in the live chat. Yes, please say I'm following. If you are not following, say I do not understand, so I'll come again. I'm here for you. Seriously, I'm here for you. So let's make good use of this opportunity. So I'm waiting for your response. I am following. I'm following. Okay, Jeremiah, I can hear you. Sorry, I can see your chat. That's nice. Okay, so now, okay, Clinton, that's awesome. So now, this is what happens. So please, even as we are watching, I'm sure we are already benefiting from this. Let's do all to share to our friends. I also have a 100-level student in the studio today. Yes, his name is Clement from SSTE. It's nice having you around. Yep. So, okay. So I said this formula is very, very important in binomials, as it helps in finding the terms. So after expanding, without expanding, you can actually know what the second term is, what the third term is, what the fifth term is, what the seventh term is. You get. So that's what this formula is used for. And then we see various variables used in this formula. We're trying to explain that right now. And the n we say is exponent, which is the power. A is what? The first thing that comes. B is the second thing that comes. And then R, we see R here, right? R is index number. Now let me explain the meaning of R. Index number, if you are asked to find the third term, your index number R will be what? 3 minus 1. So it's always the number of term minus 1. So let me write it as this. R is equal to number of terms minus 1. So if they actually find the third term, your R will be what? 2. Is that okay? So now, in case you are given a question and you're asked to find the 17th term in the expansion, what will be your R? I would love you to type it in the comments in the chat box. Let's see whether you are following. What will be your R? If you are asked to find the 17th term in the expansion, you are given an expansion, what will be your R? I'm waiting. Find the 17th term in the expansion. What will be your R? Can we have Clement from the studio just give us an answer? What will be your R? Okay, Clement says he said something, but I would love to hear from the online audience first, and we'll verify whether Clement is correct. Okay, yes, I'm waiting for you. Okay, Clinton. Caleb, R is 16. That's nice. And yes, Clement said R is 16. So he said it first before our online audience, so we should give him a round of applause. Okay, so now that's what R means. That's what R, the index number, means. But R comes in two forms. Either they say find the third term, our R means number of terms minus 1, or they say find the coefficient of something. So if they say find the coefficient of x raised to the power of 2, Our R will be what? The power of the variable, right? The power of variable. Now, there's so much to this, but for now, we'll just be dealing with this. So it means currently we have find the coefficient of x squared. Now, our R will be what? The power of the variable. What's the variable? X. So our R will be equal to what? 2. You get? Our R will be equal to what? 2. But if they say find the third term, our R will be what? 3, which signifies for the third, minus 1. But if they just go direct to tell us find the coefficient of x squared, our R will be the 2 on top, the power on top. I'm sure we are getting this. Okay, yeah, jumbo happiness, that's nice. Yeah, 16. Okay, so now we've been able to know what n means, exponent. R means what? Our index number. N comes again. R comes again. A, I told us, is the first one. B is the second one. So now, let's use it to find these terms. I will tell you how this formula will make our work easy. You saw what we did, bringing this out, then bringing this to multiply this, bringing this to multiply this to get this. But we can actually get the second term as quickly as possible. So now, let's apply this formula. We want to find the second term. So we have been given x plus 1 all squared, right? And they say we should find the second term. So this is what we are told to do, right? Find the second term. I told you this is the first term, this is the second term, this is the third term. It means if we do everything correct, applying this formula, we should be able to get 2x. Because 2x is the second term, right? So now let's apply the formula. First of all, let's write the formula n combination r. A n minus r, a raised to the power of n minus r, b raised to the power of r. So now we have this capital letter C here, it stands for combination. What combination does is, okay, let me draft out this and explain. Combination n combination r is equal to n factorial over n minus r factorial times r factorial. So what this means is, whatever our n is, whatever our r is, we put n here, factorial. Factorial means if you have 5 factorial, it is what? 5, come down, times 4, times 3, times 2, times 1. 5 times 4 is what? 20. 20 times 3 is what? 60. 60 times 2 is 120. So 5 factorial is equal to what? 120. Now, you should know all these things. 5 factorial is something common. In your e-test, you'll be finding a lot of questions that will deal with what? 5 factorial. So there's no need for cramming. You just know 5 factorial is 120. Have it upstairs, you get. Okay, so that's what factorial means. So if you have 3 factorial, you have 3 times 2 times 1, and it goes on like that. I guess we are following. So if we are following, let me give us something to work on. What is 10 factorial? 10 factorial. So let's see the first person that will give the answer on the chat box. 10 factorial, 10 factorial. So if we should solve up quickly as possible and drop the answer. Let's see who will drop the answer first. Okay, I'm expecting an answer. Remember, e-exam, your e-test, you're working with time. You're working with time. You're working with time. So as much as possible, you should be able to solve quickly. So I'm still expecting an answer. We have 3,628,800. We have 3,628,800 from Caleb. Okay, do we have any other response? Do you have any other response? So what that means is what? Why are we not responding? Why are we not responding? It means 10 factorial means what? 10 times 9 times 8 times 7 times 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. Yes, and that's what 10 factorial means. So 10 times 9 is what? 90, right? Or let's leave that for now. 9 times 8 is what? We can quickly use our calculator for that. So please, people in the studio, let's use our calculator. 9 times 8 is what? 72 times 7 times 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 10. 3,608,600. Okay, and then we have 10 factorial to be 3,628,800. So Mr. Caleb, that's awesome. That's awesome. That's really nice. You got it. Okay, Daniel, that's nice too. So if you are following, before we continue, if you are following, say I'm following. So let me know how many persons are following this. If you are following, just drop I'm following so I'll know how many people are following. And if you have questions currently, you can ask. Feel free to ask before we go into something more deeper. Okay, just 2 persons following. Just 2. We should have more persons following. Please, if you are following, just put on the chat box I'm following. And if you have questions, you could just ask before we move into something more. We go on. Explain the combination part again. Okay, Daniel, that's nice. I will do so. Now, okay, so let's go on. So Daniel and Caleb, please do well to share. I'm sure you've been following so well. Please, that's because you're getting so much value. You do well to share on your status, to departmental groups and 100 level groups. Okay, so from the studio we have Clement. Clement, are you getting it? Okay, that's nice. So now, okay, so Daniel. So to understand the combination part, let's apply it into this question. So what's our n? Our n is what? 2, right? Our n is the exponent. N is what? Exponent, the power. So n is 2. Let's write out our parameters. Next, we have r. What's our r? They say find the second term. Our r will be 2 minus 1, which is what? 1. Right? Let me write it so that you could understand 2 minus 1, which is equal to 1. Then next, we have a. Our a is what? X. And then we have b. Our b is what? 1. So now we want to implement this, right? We want to implement this and see if it's going to give us 2x as the answer. So the next thing is to see how we can the next thing is to see how we can substitute in this formula. So we have 2 combination r. What's our r? 1. A is what? Times a. What's our a? X. What's n? N is what? 2 minus what's r? 1. Then what's b? Times our b is what? 1. Raised power what's r? 1. So now 2 combination 1. let's do it in this place. 2 combination 1. So now, we said what? When we have n combination r, this one on top, it becomes n factorial. That's what? 2 factorial over, we have n minus r factorial. 2 minus 1 is what? 1 factorial. Then finally, we have r factorial. That's times r factorial. R is what? 1. 1 factorial. So now, 2 factorial is what? That's 2 combination 1. 2 factorial is what? 2 times 1. 1 factorial is 1. 1 times 1 is 1. 1 factorial is what? 1. So we'll be having 2 times 1, 2 over 1. So 2 combination 1 is equal to what? 2. Right? Is equal to 2. So if you have 2 combination 1 equal to 2, so we'll be having 2 here, times x gives us 2x. 2 minus 1 gives us what? 1. But then, we'll leave it as 2x because that's the same thing, right? That's the same thing. And it's more presentable to leave it as 2x. So times 1, you still give us 2x. So are we having what we have here? Yes. So you see how binomial will help us get the number of terms as quickly as possible. So just imagine we have, so now look at the power. The power is what? 2. So it means the number of terms will be 0, 1, 2. It means we will have 3 terms. Is that clear? That's why we have first, second, third. So now the power is 7. How many terms do we have? We have 8 terms. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 terms. So that will be 8 terms, right? That will be 8 terms. So, so just imagine they say you should find the 5th term here, and you want to expand. Then after solving, finally, you will now find the 5th term. That will take much time. You could just do this as quickly as possible using this formula, and then you're good to go. So I'm sure we've been able to understand this part. I guess we'll just solve one more question soon as we move over. Please, if you have questions, let's do well to indicate. Let's do well to indicate. Now, yes, please go and tell your friends about this. Go and tell your friends about this. Tell them to join in. Tell them to join in ASAP. Okay, so I believe we have understood this, so let me clean it up. So we'll solve one more question on this, and then we'll move to the next thing we have. We'll move to the next thing we have. So what I just did was to let you get exposed to the importance of binomial expansion, where you can, instead of solving the long method when you have bogus and huge powers, you could just implement this simple formula and get the term you're looking for. So now we have this question. We are going deeper, so it may not really look like the previous one we've had. So we have 2x plus 3y raised to the power of 9. We're asked to find the 4th term and be the coefficient of x raised to the power of 7. So we are given these 2 questions. And for us to do that, I told you that particular formula I gave to you, it's actually used to find the term, the value of a term, or the coefficient of a term. And that's why and that's where we are able to apply that formula. So now, in order to solve this, what we will do is write out our formula n combination r. Now, this should be in your head. it should be in your head. This formula should be in your head. A raised power of n minus r, b raised power of r. You know, mathematics, for you to be a genius in mathematics, there's so much of repetition you should have been able to do. So repeat this n combination r, a raised power of n minus r, b raised power of r is going to help you. Yeah, you're going to use this formula a lot in your E exams. So now, what's our n? Someone should give me the value of our n. Our n is what? 9, right? Next is our r. So for a, we're solving for a, right? A now, we have the fourth term. So our r will be what? 4 minus 1 because it's in terms, right? So that will be equal to what? 3. So next we have a. A is equal to what? The first thing we have here, which is 2x. And then b is equal to the second thing which we have is 3y. So now in order for us to be able to get the fourth term, we will have to substitute into this formula. So we have 9 combination, r is what? 3. Then our a is what? We can put in brackets, our a is 2x, right? Raised to the power of n minus r. What's our n? 9 minus r is what? 3. Then open under bracket, we have b, 3y, raised to the power of r. What's our r? Our r is what? 3. So now going further, what's 9 combination 3? I want you to solve and give me the answer. I want you to solve and give me the answer. 9 combination 3. Asking you to solve will help you. When you make mistakes, we all learn together. So let's do it ASAP. Let's do it ASAP. 9 combination 3. Yeah, Clement, you can solve. I think. 9 combination 3. Yeah, I'm waiting. Okay, we've gotten the answer. Okay, so Clement is faster than you people. That's nice. Okay, so what's 9 combination 3? 362. 880. Okay, 9 combination 3. So let me get one answer from the online people and then we move. So this is our student in the studio, Clement. This is his answer. Let's see if it's correct or not. I'm waiting. Nine combination 3, of course, is different from 9 factorial. 9 combination 3 is different from 9 factorial. These are things you need to take note of. Okay, yes, Samuel, you're welcome to this live chat. And I believe you are following through. You're following through, right? It's going to be an awesome experience. So 9 combination 3. Yeah, I think Clement has found his fault. Okay. That's the reason why I'm giving you opportunity to solve. Because if you keep on receiving, you think you've already, if you keep on receiving, you think you've already assimilated. But when you're tested, you know that it's no longer there. So it's very important in practice. So you're encouraged to have a paper and a pen following this video. Have your book, right? Your book and your biro by your side, so that I'll be giving you a lot of questions to solve because it's going to help you. So I'm expecting us. So I'm expecting us. I've not seen any answer from the online space. Daniel, Clement, Clinton, Samuel, Jeremiah, Francis, Enokela, Caleb, and the rest of us, Jumbo. How far? Anna Peter. I'm expecting your reply. Jeremiah. Ahmed. I'm expecting your reply. Or Jonugwa Daniel. I'm expecting your reply. Raphael. I'm expecting your reply. Okay, so you could just keep that coming even as you solve. So Daniel got 457.8. Now, having 457.8 is not feasible. It's not feasible. But it's part of the experience. It's part of the experience. You should not get a decimal for combination. For combination of real numbers, you should not get a decimal, right? Okay, Clinton, 84. So let's see. Okay, let me write out all the options we have here. 457.8 and 84. So we have these three options. Let's see which is right. Okay, so let's come over here. Please, before we move on, share to your friends. Be cool. So that they'll be able to catch up. As I can see, it's really beneficial to you. You're getting to know binomial, which you did not know before. And having this experience is helpful to you. It will also be helpful to people out there. So go on your status, share this. What you just need to do, click on share. You copy the link. You can post on your status, post on departmental groups. Go to your friend's DM and tell them to join in. So now let's go on. 9 combination 3. 9 combination 3 is equal to what? 9. So we have, let's solve simultaneously. We have 2x. And then 9 minus 3 is what? 6, right? Then 3y, all raised to the power of 3. So now let's continue from here. 9 combination 3 is what? 9 factorial, right? Okay, 9 combination 3, sorry for that. 9 combination 3 is 9 factorial over 9 minus 3 factorial, which is 6 factorial. And then we have r factorial, which is 3 factorial. Now I know we will be confused with this. Let me break it down. So this is what we did. 9 factorial over 9 minus 6 factorial, 6 factorial. This is like times 6 factorial. According to what has been given us, n combination r is a formula, is n factorial over n minus r factorial times r factorial. So our n is what? 9. 9 minus r is what? 3, is 6. So factorial, then r factorial. Sorry, we have 3 here, right? As our r, 3 factorial. We have 3 here as our r. So please ensure you take note of this so you don't make mistakes. So next we have 2 raised to the power of 6. Now, 6 covers everything in the bracket. 6 covers everything in the bracket. So it means 2 is raised to the power of 6, x is also raised to the power of 6. So 2 raised to the power of 6 is what? Let me just put it for those of us that may not really be able to catch up. 2 raised to the power of 6 is what? 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's not 2 times 6. It is 2 raised to the power of 6. 2 in 6 places. 2 times 2 is 4. 4 times 2, 8. 8 times 2, 16. 16 times 2, 32. 32 times 2, 64. So these are things you can keep in your head, right? So we have 64, right? And then x raised to the power of 6 is what? X raised to the power of 6. So we can remove the bracket and put a times. So now, very, very important. Very, very important. Don't forget to put your 6 here. Some people will just put this as answer, 2x raised to the power of 6 is wrong. Some people will do 64x, it is wrong. So once you have it in the bracket, it's affecting C. N minus R is affecting all of A. What is our A? 2x. n minus r is what? 6. 6 is affecting all of a, which is 2x. So 2 raised to the power of 6, 64, x raised to the power of 6, x raised to the power of 6. So times the same comes here. So what do we have here? Put on the comment section. Put on the comment section. And Clement, I'm expecting an answer from you. So I guess in the next live stream, we should give an opening for people to be in the studio with us. So just anticipate that. And I guess on the live chat, you also have the opportunity of joining our freshers group, right? So when information are passed across, you will be notified. So yes, 3y raised to the power of 3y in bracket raised to the power of 3. What do we have? What do we have? I'm expecting C. He sent us sharp, sharp, oh, sharp, sharp. No time to waste. And then I have an exciting news for every one of us. Every one of us at the end of the class. Three y raised to the power of 3. What do we have? 3y raised to the power, all raised to the power of 3. What do we have? I'm waiting. It's very important that I engage you and I don't just pass like that so that you'll be able to get it. So I'm waiting, no, I'm waiting. Okay, so we have from Daniel 27 raised to the power of 27 y cubed. So he said 27y cubed, right? So that is what? 3 raised to the power of 3 is what? 3 times 3 times 3, right? 3 raised to the power of 3, 3 times 3 times 3, which is 27. And then y raised to the power of 3 is what? Y raised to the power of 3. So Daniel, probably next time, you just say 27y raised to the power of 3. I think that's the best way to put it. So now let's continue with this. 9 factorial means what? 9 times 8 times 7 times, but let's not go to the end. We'll stop at 6 factorial. Why? Because 9 minus 3 is what? 6. And then we have a factorial, and also we have 3 factorial, which is what? 3 times 2 times 1. So now 6 factorial is able to cancel 6 factorial. We have been able to save a lot of time because if we go 6 factorial, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 6 factorial means 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So that will cancel this. So instead of going through all that stress, we just stop at 6. The one down, the highest one down is 6. And the one up, we stop at 6 also so that they cancel out. So we have 3 times 2, 6, right? Okay, 3 here, 1. 3 in 9, 3. 3 here, 3 in 2 is what? 1. 3 in 8, 4. So 3 times 4 is what? 12. 12 times 7? 84. So we're having 84, right? So that's nice. Okay, thank you. I'm seeing response. Okay, Clinton, that's awesome. That's awesome. Shout out to Clinton. Shout out to Jeremiah Ibrahim. Yes, you got it. So, and then that's not all. That's not all. We now have times 64 x raised to the power of 6 times 27 y raised to the power of 3. So now what we're going to do is 84 times 64 times 27, right? Then we can now have x raised to the power of 6, y raised to the power of 3. So 84 times 64 times 27, fastest finger. Fastest finger, let's see who's going to get it. 84 times 64 times 27, the fastest finger. Okay, Clinton, very important. It is y cubed. That's a very important thing we should note so that we don't make mistake. Clement, I've seen your answer. Wow. Okay, so we're dealing with y here. We've left x. What is here is y. So we're working with the variable we have at hand. So all these little mistakes, they have a long way, they have a way of flopping us in our test and exam. So let's do how to be circumspect. Let's do how to be circumspect in little things. Let's be careful, right? So we have 145,152 from Clement, from Daniel. So probably that's the answer. That's nice. Shout out to Daniel and Clement. So we have one. I'm working based on the answers people have provided. Hope it's correct. 152. X raised power 6, y raised power 3. So this becomes our answer. So it means that, just imagine they told us to, this is just fourth term. Just imagine they told us to expand this. It's going to be a whole lot, right? It's going to be a whole lot. So now, this is it here. This is what we have as our answer. And now, very important, let me tell you this. Your powers, when they add up, the power of x is what? 6. The power of y is what? 3. 6 plus 3. So this should be a check for you in your e-test, in your e-center. I'm telling you shortcuts now. Just imagine you see another option, this same number, but you see x raised power 5, y raised power 2. 5 plus 2 is 7. Once you add up the powers and they don't add up to the original exponents, it means it is what? That option is wrong. So it's a guide that will help you. So people should applaud me now. You should applaud me. Okay, and then before we move on, it's bad. So what location is that? If you're in the UK, tell us live in the UK. From the UK, you're watching from the UK. If you are from Cameroon, tell us you're watching from Cameroon. If you are from GK, tell us you're watching from Gidan Kwano. If you are from Lagos State, UNN, Nsukka, Enugu, just tell us you're watching from there. So I'm expecting to see where you're watching us from. Expecting to see that. Where are we watching from? Okay, Daniel, live from GK. It's nice to have you on this meeting. So do you have anybody from Germany? Okay, Clement, live from Boso Mina. Okay, I know Oluwa, live from GK. You're welcome. I hope you've been able to catch up. And please, let's share to our friends. And the good news is that this video will be left on our YouTube channel, so you can come and refer back to them. You can come and download them at any point in time. You can come and watch them at any point in time. Okay. Okay. Daniel, you're from Germany, right? Okay. That's nice. So now I'm going to give you, we're going to go on a short break. But before then, let me give you a classwork to do. Okay, yes. The second one, I gave 2 examples, right? I gave two classwork. So the second one, okay, we should ensure we do that and give it on the comment section. But we have this question to ask. Okay, so of course, okay, find the coefficient of x raised power 4. So now, you leave your answer in the comment section. We're going on a short break. We'll be back. And when we're back, please gather 100 of your friends.